Hello friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my craft room. I'm working on using up some scraps from, I made that little mini Halloween journal with this sugar skull fabric, and I had a little bit left here, so I was working on figuring out what I was going to do with it. So I thought I would make this piece. I had this scrap here and I didn't cut it down or anything, it was just like this. And then I had this scrap, so I put the two together and thought I'd make a couple of tags today for Tag Tuesday. So yes, today is hashtag Tag Tuesday, where we get together and we all make tags. So if you would like to be a participant, this is an open collab. You can participate at home, or you can let me know and I'll add you to my participant list, which is in my description box. And the ladies that are involved make some super cute tags. So if you need tag ideas, or even if you don't, if you just want to watch some great awesome ladies crafting, just check out their channels and you will get some great ideas and you will be very inspired. So yeah, just let me know. I'll add you. Use the hashtag Tag Tuesday, and if you would please link my channel in your description box, and I think you'll be set to go. All the information, though, if I forgot anything, will be in my description box for you to review. So anyway, let's get started. I want to make 2 tags out of this. So I just actually ripped this scrap off the bottom of this. Yeah, I did that. And so this might end up being, I was thinking, what am I going to do with this little piece? But I can make either, well, I could make some tiny tags, but what I'll probably do is maybe, I was thinking, make some tabs for book journal pages out of that for a Halloween journal. So what I'm first going to do is actually fold this in half and figure out where the half point is here, like that. Just made a little crease there, not all the way across, just one little crease. And I'm going to see if I can cut a straight line here with my scissors. So usually I end up going off in one direction or the other, but I'm concentrating, I think. So let me see if that looks straight. It looks pretty straight. Well, you know, it really isn't straight. Look at that. Can you see that? It isn't straight. I can't cut a straight line, apparently. I never knew that before. You would think it would be easy to cut a straight line, but it really isn't. You think you're cutting straight, but you are not, or I am not. I think I'm cutting straight, and I am not. Okay, let me cut a straight line here real quick. Let me straighten out this line. I've got both of those pieces in here. I guess that's why they make paper cutters, right? So we can cut a straight line. I mean, somebody probably that couldn't cut a straight line invented those paper cutters, right? So anyway, there it is. So now I need to cut go ahead and cut my fabric in half, but I'm tearing all the edges here, so I'm going to tear this too. So I'm going to make I want to make sure I have enough for both of these tags since I already cut the end off. So I'm going to make a little snip right here, right at the end. Little snip, tear that off. And then it'll fray for me a little bit. So I have a little bit of fray on all the sides, all 4 sides. Get rid of my strings. And this is super simple. I just wanted to, you know, I looked around and say, what do I want to do for Tag Tuesday this week? And I said, I want to figure out what I want to do with that sugar skull fabric that I have left from the one little journal that I made out of it. So that's what I did. That's how this happened. So let's see, I got a little bit too much string sticking out there, or thread. Okay, so I think we're good to go here. So first I'm going to, this is my eyelets. I'm going to put an eyelet in the top, and I'm going to use one of these ball chains for the little topper. So I think I'm going to be sewing around this too. So first, I think I'm just going to use some of this art glitter glue on here and glue down my fabric. All right, so we got one. I thought this was such pretty fabric when I found it a few, two or 3 years ago when I bought it. And I think I have another 1 or 2 pieces, fat quarters, in my stash, but I wanted to go ahead and use up this one piece. And then I'll kind of know what I can get out of one fat quarter, right? I can get a little mini journal cover out of it. Let's see, I want this to be a little bit more. I don't mind if my file folder shows a little bit. If I do mind it when I could sew all the way over here, or I could cut that little strip off right there. I might cut it off. We'll see. I'm gonna do this one and then I'll decide. I think I might be leaning toward cutting that off. So let's get this one down. Like if I didn't want to cut it off, I could make sure that my stitching goes all the way over to the side of that file folder that's showing, but I might just cut it off. Let's see how this one goes down. Trying to get it right in the middle, and then, you know, top to bottom covered. Okay, there we go. Trying to get it on there straight too. You really can't move it around too much after you get it on there. So see, the fray is sticking out over the file folder too, but this is kind of almost the same as that one. Well, I need to cut off a little bit. I'm going to have to cut this anyway. Well, I was trying to avoid that. I wanted the fray on it, but I don't want the fabric sticking out like that. So I'm going to cut that straight across there. Okay, and then let's decide if I want to cut off the edges there. I think I'm going to try it with my paper cutter here. Let's see how we do on this. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so this was one, and we have a little bit of a sliver that I wouldn't mind cutting off there. So let's try it. Let's see how it goes. I'm not going through the fabric, it's just the file folder part there. See, it's such a small sliver, and I need to use my scissors to get the rest off there. Okay, there, that is better. Okay, yeah, I like that better. There's still a little bit showing, but that I don't mind. And this one too has a little bit more than I want showing, so let's cut that off also. That sounded like it went all the way through that time. Okay, so we did that. Now next step, I'm going to turn it into a tag shape. So I think I'm going to use, these are what I call my fabric scissors. They're sharp, even though I'll be cutting through file folder too. And oh, these are the same. Look at that. Okay. So let's just heard a noise. Yeah, I guess it's nothing. Okay, so I'm going to cut off the angles here. All right, that looks good. And I'll cut off the angles here. And here. Yeah, that cut right through the fabric and the file folder. So that's what we have right now. And usually the hardest part is cutting a hole, punching the hole through here. I'm going to try to use this one, and I'm hoping this one works, so we'll see. Real quick here. See if it does. Usually it leaves a little hanging off. I'll show you. It usually makes like a little hang tag that I have to cut off, mostly because of the fabric. Okay, let's see how we do. Did it leave it? Yeah, see, it took the file folder off and left the fabric. So I just have to cut that off like that. Okay, no big deal. It works. And then this one. Same thing. Did it go all the way? Yeah, it's out enough that I can get it and cut it off there. Okay, it's a little piece of fabric. Okay, so let me get all these little pieces we just cut off out of here. And so next I'm going to sew around, and so I'll be right back. I'm going to go pause and sew around, and then I'll show you my eyelets and the little ball chains. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what they look like after I stitched around them. It's black thread, and it's zigzag stitch that I've been using today. I've used it before, but I just kind of like am obsessed with this one zigzag stitch on my machine today. It's a Brother Project runway, and it's number 5. If you don't use that stitch, this is what it looks like. I usually use number 4, but I was like, I want to do something different, and I wanted to do a zigzag stitch, so I did this one, and it makes a zigzag, but it's not just one stitch, it's stitch, 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 and then it goes up, stitch, stitch, stitch. So it's lots of stitches within the stitches kind of thing, but I think it's really cool. It's a little bit bigger. It looks like a little bit bigger than the number 4, you know, a little bit like wider and things. So yeah, I think it's really cute. So let's pick out some, since my ball chains are kind of a, you know, silver color. Let's see if we can pick out a silver colored. Let me see if we can pick out a silver colored. These ones work the best with all my, I think these work the best with all of my tool, you know, eyelet tools. So let me see if I have some silver ones. I think I do. Actually, these work the best with, I'm trying to think. I think these work the best with my crocodile. These, so let me show you the hole in one of these. See that size hole? I think that fits best. And then the other ones I have with a bigger hole work with this tool that I got with some of my, one time when I ordered. If you have this tool here, it works better with my bigger eyelets. And I also have some little eyelets called quicklets that the crocodile works best with. So I kind of have had to experiment with these and figure out what works best with what, because I would have thought my crocodile worked with all of them, but it doesn't work best with the bigger ones. For me anyway. Did I get out too? Yeah. Okay, so this does fit in here. So let's see if my crocodile works today. I mean, it works. It's just sometimes it doesn't squish it as good as well as I would like it to. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Just the way it is, right? Okay, so here it is. And sometimes I just turn the little things around and make sure it squishes down best, you know. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I've got the little eyelid in there. Let's see if it works today. It squishes it down nice and flat. Oh, it looks nice and flat. Okay. It's going to work today. I think it's going to work today. Oh, yeah. Yes. It does. It does. It did. Okay, so let's do the other one. Let's do this one. Yeah, those settings worked. We've got 2. All right. Nice and squishy. Okay. Sometimes it seems like, oops, I got an extra one out here. Left it out here. Yeah, sometimes it seems like they don't squish down good enough, but that is nice and flat. Okay, so that was easy. So let's get a couple of ball chains. I just thought something different on the top, or sometimes it's different. I mean, fun to put different things up here instead of ribbon. You could put bulb pins or something like this, ball chains. I just got these from Amazon one time. I wanted to use them on something, and there you go. Isn't that cute? And then you could hang other things on here if you wanted to, you know, like other tags or charms or whatever, you know, type of thing. So lots of fun can be had with these. So that is my tags for Tag Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed the Sugar Skull Halloween tags today, and I think they're super cute. When you see this video, I'm going to go ahead and put these in my shop, and they will be in there if you would like something like this. So thanks for watching today. Be sure to check out all the talented you know, ladies that are involved. It's all ladies at this point. Men are welcome too, if there's any men crafters out there, and I know there are. So everyone's welcome to join in the tag fun, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and happy crafting.